Thank you very much. Well, George Brett was one of the greatest baseball players of all time. And in his career for the Kansas City Royals, he was asked when he was nearing the end of his career how he wanted his last play in the major leagues to go. Well, everyone assumed that he would say that he wanted to hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth to win a game, perhaps even a World Series. He surprised all the sports writers because what he said was, I want my last play at bat to be that I hit an easy, just one bounce to the second baseman, and they throw me out at first. But I was running as hard as I could toward the bag when they got me. And he said, because I want it to be said of George Brett that no matter what, he played his best game, he gave it his best all the way to the very end. And he certainly did just that. Ladies and gentlemen, I called Senator McCain a few moments ago. It looks pretty apparent tonight that he will, in fact, achieve 1,191 delegates to become the Republican nominee for our party. I extended to him not only my congratulations, but my commitment to him and to the party to do everything possible to unite our party, but more importantly, to unite our country so that we can be the best nation we can be, not for ourselves, but for the future generations to whom we owe everything, just as we owe previous generations all that they have done for us. The Apostle Paul wrote that I fought the good fight, I've finished the race, and I've kept the faith. And I believe tonight that one of the things that we will be able to say is not only that we fought the good fight and finished the race, we'd like to have finished it first, but we stayed in until the race was over. But I think more importantly, we've kept the faith. And that for me has been the most important goal of all. I'd rather lose an election than lose the principles that got me into politics in the first place. We started this effort with very little recognition and virtually no resources. We ended with slightly more recognition and very few resources. These are the people across this nation who gave me a voice over these past 14 months. It was their sacrifices, the sacrifices of a truck driver in Michigan, of a housewife who sold her wedding ring on eBay and gave the contribution to the campaign. Well, we'll go home tonight and hopefully bring our team together for the transition. We'll be working on doing everything we can to help Senator McCain and to help our party, to help those who run for the Senate and the Congress, because there are many battles this year that we need not just to fight, we need to win them for our country's sake and our future's sake. I've said many times here in Texas that I was inspired by the incredible story of that small group of less than 200 volunteers at the Alamo in San Antonio. On February the 23rd of 1836, 172 years ago this past week, those armies began a 24-hour onslaught. On the 24th day of February, Colonel William Barrett Travis wrote the letter from the Alamo that should reign and live in all of our hearts and memories, not just for Texas, but for all the world. He said, the enemy has demanded a surrender at discretion. Otherwise, the garrison are to be put to the sword if the fort is taken. I shall never surrender or retreat. I call upon you in the name of liberty, of patriotism, and everything dear to the American character to come to our aid with all dispatch. If this call is neglected, I am determined to sustain myself as long as possible and die like a soldier who never forgets what is due to his own honor and that of his country, victory or death. These were people who understood that their battle was not about them. It was about the principles of liberty that they deemed even more important than their own lives. Tonight, I hope that our battle was never about us. It was about our country and its liberty. And now we join with Senator McCain and the rest in our party to continue that battle, to continue that fight, not for who gets elected, but for what we do in maintaining liberty and freedom when we get elected and when our country's flag still waves proudly on the wall. And you're a great American as well. Thank you, folks. God bless you. We love you. And thank you very, very much for going the journey with us. Thank you.